Hello everyone, welcome to the video. This is tutorial 4 on all different types of LED light patterns that you can make with the Arduino. And so today we're going to be building a new light pattern where all the LEDs in the LED strip will light up and then dim back down. And they'll do that all together at the same time. And so basically here is the code, and today we're not going to change anything with the circuit. So if you haven't seen the circuit yet, here it is right here. And if you want to learn more about it, feel free to go back in the past tutorials when we have created this circuit and learn more about it. And also, there in the past tutorials we also have explained more about this code. I'm only going to be explaining the parts that have been upgraded and have been all being used for the new LED pattern that we are making in this tutorial. And so the first thing that have been upgraded with this code is that we have two variables right here. We have light level and brightness. So basically these two variables are somewhat similar. Light level is holding the level of the light brightness. Basically there are 15 of these levels that the LEDs would be going through until they go back down. So it's going to be 15 levels in between going fully bright to fully off. And then the brightness is going to be holding the PWM value of how bright the LED is going to be. So they're both kind of similar in a way, but a bit different. And then we don't do anything with the void setup because we haven't upgraded any of the code in this part of the code. So we're just going to pass this, and we're going to continue going all the way down. We have already explained all this code in the past, and we're going to go to case 3 of the switch statement. And this is where our LED fader is going to be. So basically the first thing we do is we do brightness equals 17 times light level. So as we're going through this void loop, we're going to be incrementing light level. As you can see down here, we're incrementing it or decreasing it. Okay? And every single time we come here, we're going to times it by 17. And so basically as we go up on the level, is the 17 higher than the last level. And so there are 15 levels in this, which equals to 255. And so basically it's not going higher than 255 because in this code it will stop that from happening. And then down here we do if LED direction equals 1. So if we're brightening up, because in this case LED direction we have used it in the past, but in this case LED direction is being used if we're brightening up the LEDs or we are dimming down the LEDs. In this case, when it's equal to 1, we're brightening up the LEDs. And so if we're doing that, then we'll come to this for loop, and basically this is just going to go through all of the LED states in the LED state array and make them all equal to brightness. And that's all we need to do. Okay, and so then we come down here and say if light level equals 15, which means if it equals 15, that means it can't go any higher, because if it goes any higher it's going to go over the brightness variable. It's going to go over 255. So we come into this statement if this is true, and we're going to say LED direction -1, basically flipping the direction. Now since we're fully bright, we're going to go fully down, we're going to dim down. So that's basically what we're doing here. We're just reversing the direction, so now we're dimming down. And now we have the else statement. So if this is not true, if we are not brightening up, then we are dimming down. So that's what this else statement. If we're not brightening up, then the only option left is we're dimming down. So that is what this else statement is for. And so basically we kind of do the same thing, is we just go through this for loop, and this for loop is going to help us iterate through this array and make all of the LED states in this array equal to the same brightness that the brightness is currently at. And so now the next if statement is if LED level is equal to 0, which means that all the LEDs are fully off, then we're going to change the direction to +1. So that we turn back around and we start brightening up. Since we have all these fully off, now we want to go ahead and turn them fully bright and keep on going back and forth. And so then that's all we do here. And then the last thing we do is we do LED level equals LED level plus LED direction. So basically in this case we are incrementing or sometimes decreasing LED level, because if LED level is incrementing, in this case if we're brightening up the LED, then LED direction is going to be +1. As you can see up here, when we go the positive direction, the LED direction is 1, which means we are going to be adding 1 to LED light level. So that's what we're going to do. But if it is minus, which means we are dimming down, then it's going to decrease light level, because if you add a negative number to a positive number, you're going to get less than what you had. So that's basically what we're doing. We're just adding a negative number to a positive number. That's how we are decreasing. So we can add either way we want. Even if it may be a negative number, then we decrease. If it's a positive number, then we add, basically. So it depends all on this LED direction, if it's negative or if it's positive. And so basically then we just break right out of this case statement and we continue going on to what we're doing over and over again. So basically that is the code. So now let's go ahead and look at our project. And so basically here is the project, and as you can see, all the LEDs right here are dimming up, and then they're dimming down, and then they're going back up to brightness, and then they're dimming down, back and forth, and they're all doing that at the same time. And then if we go ahead and adjust our potentiometer, it would do it quicker and quicker, as you can see, very quickly, and we could slow it very slowly down, where it dims down very, very slowly, as you can see right here, very, very slow. And then you can also press this button, as we had made in the last video. We can just go ahead and click that, and all the LEDs will turn off, since this is the last LED pattern that we have made. But now if we press the button again, then it will give us our false pattern. And then if we go ahead and press it again, then we have another pattern, and then we press here, and then we're back to the pattern we had before. And so guys, if you like this video, consider giving this video a like. Also comment down below if you have any questions, and consider subscribing if you want to see more content like this. Thank you all and have a great day. Bye.